Have you ever finished a meal only to be left with a dull ache in your stomach? A burning sensation as if there's a fire inside you, even though you didn't eat anything spicy? And then you wonder, am I having a gastric ulcer? Or is it just part of getting older? If you often experience bloating, acid reflux, a gnawing hunger pain, or a dull stomach ache at night, then this video is made especially for you. Especially if you're over 60 and have tried stomach medications before, yet the symptoms still linger. It's not because you've been careless with your diet. It's because once the body has aged, every wound takes longer to heal and needs to be gently nurtured from within. As we grow older, our stomach becomes more sensitive and more easily harmed by even the smallest things. The digestive system after 60 slows down, gastric juices are secreted less, and the ability to regenerate the stomach lining isn't as quick as in our youth. That's why the heartburn, indigestion, and stomach pain you feel are sometimes more than just minor discomfort. They are your body's way of calling out for attention, asking you to listen. But here's the beautiful truth. Just by adjusting the way you eat, even in small, simple ways, you can stop those daily stomach pains from returning. There is one very ordinary food item, something you might eat every day, that may actually be silently harming your stomach. And you'll be surprised to learn its name in Section 5 of this video. If you're over 60 and still listening, please leave the number 1 in the comments. I want to know you're here with me. And if something I said just now resonates with you, please hit subscribe so we can continue this healing journey together, here on Senior Compass. 1. Thin rice. Porridge, a gentle nourishment for a fragile stomach. Have you ever felt so weary that all you wanted was something soft, easy to swallow, and kind enough not to make your stomach work any harder? On days like those, a bowl of warm, smooth, thin rice porridge is the perfect comfort food, one that feels like a tender embrace for seniors over 60. Rice porridge isn't just a traditional dish. It's a natural remedy for anyone struggling with gastric or duodenal ulcers. When cooked until sufficiently thin, the softened rice grains dissolve into the water and form a gentle coating that glides through the intestines, causing no irritation and doing no harm to the already inflamed or ulcerated mucosa. There's a common misconception that eating too much porridge leads to nutritional deficiencies. But for older adults with stomach issues, porridge doesn't need to be complex. When cooked properly and combined with a bit of ground lean meat, finely chopped carrots, or a mild bone broth, it becomes both easy on the stomach and sufficiently nourishing. Rice porridge also helps neutralize excess stomach acid, the main culprit in ulcer formation. When we eat solid rice, the stomach must release more gastric juice for digestion. But with thin porridge, the stomach gets a chance to rest. Moreover, the warm temperature of the porridge helps soothe intestinal spasms and irritation. You'll find that starting the day with a steaming bowl of porridge and a cup of warm water allows your body to slow down, breathe, and listen more attentively to itself. No fancy dishes needed. Sometimes all it takes is something as pure and gentle as your own breath to make the day feel whole again. We can begin with something that simple, because caring for your stomach is, at its heart, about learning to treat yourself kindly. One meal, one spoonful at a time. And if you think thin porridge is already the gentlest choice, the next dish might surprise you. Something familiar, once thought to chill the gut, yet hiding a quiet power to soothe inflammation and promote healing. 2. Soft ripe bananas. A gentle apology to the stomach. There are days when you don't want to eat at all. Your stomach's empty, but your mouth has no appetite, and your heart feels indifferent to even your favorite meals. In moments like that, a soft, ripe banana, no preparation, no seasoning, may be the most comforting thing of all. Ripe bananas are light, easy to digest, and highly suitable for seniors with gastric ulcers. They contain pectin, a soluble fiber, which helps reduce irritation in the intestinal lining. supports gut microbiome balance, and calms that hollow, gnawing feeling of hunger. Many people believe bananas are too cold for the stomach, likely to cause diarrhea or abdominal discomfort. But in fact, once bananas are fully ripe, with light brown speckles on the peel, their tannin content decreases, and the digestive enzymes become far gentler on the stomach. Bananas also promote the production of mucus in the stomach lining, an essential defense for those with ulcers. This mucus acts like a soft, protective layer, shielding the newly healing tissue from further harm. In addition, the potassium in bananas helps regulate gastric acid levels, preventing reflux and recurrent inflammation. You may feel a subtle warmth, like being understood without needing to explain, as you eat one banana mid-morning or about 30 minutes after a main meal. It's not just food for the body, but nourishment for those quiet memories of peaceful meals from long ago. Sometimes what the body needs isn't a strong remedy, but a timely, gentle, emotionally attuned choice. And if you're wondering, what could possibly combine the tenderness of porridge with the rich nourishment of vegetables? The next dish holds the answer: a bowl of golden soup, as soft and comforting as a sunset. 3. Pumpkin soup, food for memory and intestinal healing. Do you remember the scent of pumpkin soup your mother used to make? The faint aroma of butter, the sweet smoothness on the tip of your tongue, and the warmth that crept into your fingers as you held that small bowl. Perhaps nothing soothes an ulcerated stomach quite like a dish with that kind of tenderness. Pumpkin soup is often seen as a gentle medicine for the digestive system of older adults. Pumpkin is rich in beta-carotene, a precursor to vitamin A, which aids in the repair of damaged stomach and intestinal mucosa. Its soluble fiber content helps calm bowel movements and supports smooth digestion without causing cramps. There's a common misconception that vegetable soups aren't nutritious enough. But when you make pumpkin soup with unsweetened milk, a touch of olive oil, or a light bone broth, it becomes a complete meal, one that's both easy on the stomach and deeply nourishing from within. With its silky texture, pumpkin soup melts in the mouth, allowing seniors to eat comfortably without tiring the jaw and reducing friction as the food passes over ulcers. Antioxidants in pumpkin also help relieve chronic inflammation in the stomach and can ease mild reflux symptoms. There is a sense of peace in holding a warm bowl of pumpkin soup on a chilly afternoon. It's more than food. It's a feeling of safety, a quiet hug from the inside out. And if you've had soup, you might now be thinking of something you can drink instead of eat. A simple beverage that anyone can make, yet one that has the power to gently ease all those dull, aching pains. 4. Warm honey water, a soothing drink for a tired stomach. There are mornings when you wake up feeling a heaviness in your chest, a dry throat, and a dull ache in your belly, like something was left undigested overnight. Don't rush to eat, just yet. Try starting with a glass of warm honey water. Gentle, mildly sweet, and profoundly calming. It's like a morning greeting from your own body. Honey has long been considered a natural antibiotic, thanks to its antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, and wound-healing properties. For those with gastric ulcers, a glass of warm water mixed with honey can help soothe the stomach lining, lower acidity, and support the regeneration of the protective mucosal barrier in the intestines. Many believe that honey can heat up the body, but in truth, when dissolved in warm water, below 50 degrees, honey is not at all irritating. On the contrary, it acts like a thin film that gently covers the ulcer, like applying ointment to a wound, but in a far more tender way. Honey also contains natural glucose, providing quick energy without burdening the digestive system. This is especially valuable for older adults who need steady, gentle energy without overworking the stomach. You can drink this honey water early in the morning on an empty stomach, or about 30 minutes before bedtime, as a way to gently comfort a stomach that's been working hard all day. Not every drink gives the sensation of being hugged from within, but warm honey water does. It calms the stomach and gently soothes the heart. And if you're wondering, is there a protein-rich food that doesn't increase stomach acid? Then stay tuned for the next dish, a white meat option that's easy to cook, easy to digest, and warming to the soul. 5. Tender boiled chicken. Gentle protein for a healing stomach. Have you ever craved something a little savory? Not as bland as porridge, yet not as rich as stewed dishes. In moments like that, a piece of tender, perfectly boiled chicken, lightly, infused with the scent of ginger, becomes a gentle answer to both the appetite and the weary stomach. Chicken, especially the breast, is a high-quality source of lean protein, low in fat, and ideal for seniors with gastric or duodenal ulcers. When gently boiled, without frying or heavy seasoning, it becomes easy to digest and passes through the stomach without putting stress on the delicate lining. Some may think chicken is tough and hard to digest, but that only applies when it's cooked improperly. When boiled with a few slices of ginger until soft and shredded before eating, chicken becomes not only easy to chew, but also soothing to the stomach and effective in reducing nausea. Chicken is rich in essential amino acids like tryptophan, which supports the body's production of serotonin, a mood stabilizer that can reduce stress, one of the major contributors to ulcer development. Moreover, its vitamin B6 content helps repair damaged tissues and regenerate worn-down stomach lining. You'll find great comfort in picking up a tender white piece of chicken, dipping it in a light ginger salt mixture, and eating it with a few spoonfuls of thin porridge or mashed rice. Not heavy, not aching, just a sense of being cared for, slowly recharged from the inside out. On days when your body needs to recover, food must not only be nutritious, it must also be kind. And if you're looking for something quick, familiar, and simple to prepare, then the next item will make you quietly nod in agreement. 6. Fully boiled eggs. A familiar food that's anything but ordinary. Have you ever asked yourself, is there a food that takes just minutes to prepare, yet provides solid nourishment for a body suffering from stomach pain? The answer may be simpler than you think: a fully boiled egg. Eggs, especially chicken eggs, contain all 9 essential amino acids, as well as vitamins A, D, and B12, and minerals like iron, zinc, and selenium. These nutrients not only boost immunity, but also support the healing of mucosal tissue damaged by ulcers. A common misconception is that eggs are hard to digest, but that only applies to raw eggs, soft-boiled eggs, or those fried in oil. When fully boiled, with the yolk firm and the flavor clean, eggs become an ideal choice for seniors with sensitive stomachs. The protein in eggs aids in rapid tissue repair and is easy to absorb, without increasing acid production, the way red meats might. Eggs also provide lasting satiety, reducing the urge to snack, a crucial factor in managing diet for those with gastric issues. You may have eaten eggs out of habit before, but today, try eating them as a form of self-care. Boil an egg, sit by the window, and take slow, mindful bites. You'll find in it a small, quiet moment of kindness to yourself. Because healing doesn't only come from medicine. It comes from the little things, like how we begin our day, and if you think the main courses are enough, the next fermented side dish might surprise you, with its ability to protect your stomach from the inside out. 7. Unsweetened live culture. Yogurt, restoring balance from gut to mood. Did you know that most of the serotonin, the chemical that regulates mood, is produced in the gut, not the brain? That means when your gut is healthy, your mood is brighter. 2. And one of the simplest ways to support that is with unsweetened live culture yogurt. Yogurt is rich in probiotics, especially strains like Lactobacillus and Bifidobacterium, that help balance the gut microbiome, suppress harmful bacteria, like H. pylori, a common cause of gastric ulcers, and reduce inflammation. As a result, yogurt supports the healing of the stomach and duodenal lining from within. One key note: avoid sweetened yogurt, especially commercial products with added sugar and flavoring. The best choice is plain, unsweetened, live culture yogurt, consumed about an hour after a main meal, when the stomach's acid levels have stabilized. Yogurt isn't just great for digestion, it's also a source of calcium and vitamin D, which are essential for bone strength, especially for seniors who need to maintain bone density as they age. A cool cup of yogurt, served with a few slices of ripe banana or a spoonful of soft oats, helps not only heal your gut, but also ease your mind, like a gentle afternoon that allows you to quietly process the weight of the day. You may have eaten yogurt many times before, but today, let it be a true act of self-care. And if you're expecting the next item to be complicated, it's not. It's something so familiar and humble, yet holds a surprising anti-inflammatory power. 8. Steamed broccoli. When green vegetables become anti-inflammatory medicine, you've likely heard the advice, eat more greens for better digestion. But as you age, you might start to wonder, do all vegetables suit a sensitive stomach past 60? Stir-fried greens loaded with oil or hard-to-chew fibers can leave the stomach even more fatigued. But gently steamed broccoli is a wonderful exception. Broccoli, also known as green cauliflower, contains sulforaphane, a compound scientifically proven to have anti-inflammatory effects and to eliminate Helicobacter pylori, the primary culprit behind gastric and duodenal ulcers. Moreover, it's rich in soluble fiber, which helps cleanse the intestines and soothe the mucosal lining. Many people worry that broccoli is hard to digest or causes bloating, but this usually happens when eaten raw or undercooked. When steamed just right, not overcooked to the point of nutrient loss, broccoli becomes easy on the stomach while retaining all its protective properties. Beyond digestive support, broccoli is high in vitamins C and K, as well as folate, nutrients that help the body heal more quickly, boost immunity, and reduce oxidative stress, a key factor that slows ulcer recovery. You can steam broccoli and drizzle it with a teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil. Pair it with soft rice or porridge. The subtle, clean taste of the vegetable, complemented by the natural richness of the oil, offers a light, satisfying meal, without the heaviness of oil-fried dishes. On days when pain is mild, instead of forcing yourself to eat many things, perhaps just a plate of steamed broccoli is enough for your stomach to feel seen and cared for. And if you're looking for a warm drink that helps neutralize acid and brings back childhood memories, then roasted rice water may be just what you've been waiting for. 9. Roasted rice water, a gentle drink for a stomach in turmoil. Have you ever taken a sip of roasted rice water and felt as though you'd touched a memory? Something ancient and warm, like the scent of a wood-burning stove, or the feeling of your mother's hand on your back when you were little. Few people know that roasted rice water is also a gentle remedy for those with gastric ulcers. When rice is dry roasted and then boiled, it releases a type of starch that's easily absorbed and gentle on the stomach lining. When consumed warm, roasted rice water helps soothe the intestines, rehydrate the body, and neutralize excess gastric acid. Some might think rice water is low in nutrients, but in truth, roasted rice water contains natural antioxidants, helps reduce nausea and acid reflux, and aids recovery after acute bouts of inflammation. All you need to do is roast dry rice until it turns golden and aromatic, then simmer it in water for 15 to 20 minutes. You can add a few slices of ginger to enhance its warming effect. Strain and drink the liquid warm, unsweetened, between meals or first thing in the morning. Besides supporting digestion, roasted rice water helps maintain gentle blood sugar stability, preventing drops in glucose levels when you're unable to eat much. But most of all, the feeling it brings, of warmth, comfort, and quiet reassurance can make any elder feel a little less alone. You don't need to look far. Sometimes the most healing remedies are already in your kitchen. And if your heart already feels lighter, the final dish, soft-boiled sweet potatoes, will be a warm closing note for your recovering stomach. 10. Fully boiled sweet potatoes. Gentle nourishment for a healthy gut. Some days, all you want is something soft and sweet. No seasoning, no fuss, and no discomfort. On those days, a fully boiled sweet potato is the perfect companion. Nurturing and healing all at once. Sweet potatoes are rich in soluble fiber, vitamin C, B6, potassium, and manganese, nutrients that aid digestion and ease stomach pain. More importantly, sweet potatoes help coat the stomach acid, reduce irritation to ulcerated areas, and create a more neutral environment for the mucosa to regenerate. There's a common myth that sweet potatoes cause bloating or gas, but this only happens when they're undercooked or eaten in excess. For older adults, sweet potatoes should be thoroughly boiled, almost soft enough to fall apart, and eaten slowly in small bites for easy absorption and minimal digestive strain. Additionally, sweet potatoes are packed with antioxidants like anthocyanins in purple varieties, or beta-carotene in orange ones, which help reduce inflammation, support healing of minor ulcers, and lower the risk of recurrence. You can enjoy sweet potatoes in the late afternoon as a gentle snack instead of processed treats. They not only provide a light sense of fullness, but also help stabilize blood sugar, which is especially important for seniors with underlying conditions. A single sweet potato, though humble, holds unexpected warmth. It doesn't shout for attention. Just being there on the table during a difficult day is enough to make you feel truly cared for. And when you look back at the 10 healing foods we've explored, you'll realize healing the stomach after 60 often begins with the simplest of things. So today, we've gently walked together through a healing journey. From a warm bowl of plain rice porridge to the nostalgic aroma of roasted rice water, and finally, to the quiet comfort of a softly boiled sweet potato. If there's only one thing to remember, let it be this: an aging stomach needs to be loved again, from the beginning. And healing starts with the simplest of meals. Gastric and duodenal ulcers are not the end of enjoying food. They are simply a gentle reminder that it's time to return to kindness toward your body. Just one small change, like drinking a warm glass of honey water in the morning, or swapping fried dishes for gently steamed vegetables, can already mark the beginning of your recovery. Believe this: whether you're 60, 70, or beyond, your body still holds the power to heal, as long as you listen to it with patience and love. No body is ever too late to care for, and no meal is ever too simple to be precious. You deserve to eat well, not in the sense of luxury, but in the way that a meal doesn't cause pain, doesn't leave you exhausted, but truly makes you feel at ease, and you deserve to live fully, not through grand gestures, but by simply feeling peaceful after every meal. If you're unsure where to start, try a morning bowl of thin porridge, a slice of ginger, a spoonful of olive oil, and a small piece of boiled chicken might just lighten your whole day. Or make a list of foods your body responds well to, and come back to this video whenever you don't know what to cook. Meanwhile, don't forget to drink enough warm water, avoid eating late at night, and give your body the rest it deserves. If this video has felt like a companion through your stomach pain, please click subscribe so we can continue walking this path together in the next episodes. I'd also love for you to leave a comment. It could be a dish you enjoy, a tip you've tried, or simply the number 1, just to let me know you're here. Because sometimes, in this vast world, even the smallest reply is enough to remind someone like me that I'm not doing this alone. And if today you happen to feel pain, or fatigue, or worry, that's okay too. Tomorrow we'll try again, We'll eat a little softer, we'll chew a little slower, and we'll be a little gentler with ourselves. Remember this: age doesn't make you weaker. It just means you need to be loved in a different way. A slower way, a softer way, but also a deeper and more honest way. Beauty doesn't lie in age. It lies in how we choose to live, how we choose to eat, and how we choose to care for ourselves each and every day. And if today you've taken that first, small step, then I truly believe your stomach will begin to heal, and your heart, perhaps, is already feeling just a little bit lighter.